Hi friends, good evening. Sorry, it is not good evening. It is 11:20 in the night, and this was a special request from my beloved follower. So she wants to do. She wants to know the outlook for UPL. So tomorrow is the very important trend change date. So I thought of covering UPL little bit in detail. Okay. So now first we will talk about numbers, then we will talk about time, then we will talk about the charts. So now if you go to my number game okay. So this is from the month of July, and you can have June also. The June also number is here, and if you go June, if I unhide, then the UPL number, the long term number, okay, the UPL long term number is 654. This long-term number will not change for every 6 months. It will move by 1 rupee or 2 rupee every 3 months or 4 months time, because this is the very long-term average which I observe UPL for the last let's say roughly around 7-8 years, and then I will derive this number. So this number won't change. But if you see the short-term number, will change every 4 rupees, 5 rupees every month, but this long-term number will not change. Very rarely it will change. Okay. So if you see from the June month, the long-term number was 654. So if you go to July, 654. If you go to August, I don't have the data. Okay. If you go to September, again 654. If you go to October, this is 654. And if you go to November, again 654. Okay. So this is long-term number. This is short-term number. When the you need to enter the short-term number, or if you don't get the short-term number, you need to enter the long-term number. Okay. And this is this month number. This is this month number. What happened here is 654. Remember this number, 650. And this number is valid from June month. This number is valid from June month. Whenever it comes and touches the 654, you need to buy. This is the long-term number. Okay. For example, Wipro 372. For example, HCL Tech 881, which I covered in my daily forecast video. For example, UPL, it is 654. Now let's go to the graph. So this is UPL. So now if you go here, if I put 654. That was the exact low which happened on September 29th. That is why I say this long-term numbers are very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Because this is not a joke to get this number. I need to struggle to get this number. I need to literally slog to get this number. Okay. So from June month, the same number here in the June month, it went below. But after that, it came up and closed up here. And from there, it went and did something around roughly around 804. Okay. But this was the number. Okay. And from there, it went up, came down, exactly touched that 654 only. But if you go to any technical analyst, they will always say this is the support or this is the resistance. No, based on number, this is the number. This is the number. This is not the support, or this is not the resistance, or this is not the support. This is the support. And this number was derived by the market itself. That is why it is so special. So from the June month, it is 664, and you are having this number from my June month YouTube video, because I am showing this number every month. So exactly from here, it came down 654, took the support. Now it is trading at 748. Number one. Number two. So now if you go, I'll delete this. So now you can say from here it came down, it went up, whether it's a trap or not. See, trend line, it is a postmortem. This trend line, it is a postmortem. After it is all done, you will draw trend line like this. Then I will say it got rejected here, came down, and it took the support from my number. Again, it went up. Now it is nearing the trend line. This is the postmortem. How can you say this is the Tomm? How can you say this is the Tomm? For this, my fortune signals will answer why it is the Tomm. Why? Because it gave a buy. And none of the candle closed above this candle high. So this is the fake trap. This is a trap. So I can identify that high is the trap based on my fortune signals. But if you go to the normal graph, you cannot identify this. You cannot identify this. Maybe based on the candlestick pattern, you can say, but you cannot say this is the confirmed top. But I can say it is a confirmed top based on my fortune signal. Because none of the candle closed above this candle. So if you go here, if I switch off, then no. None of the candle closed above this candle high. Okay, from there it came down. Now again, it is going up. Now it is nearing to the resistance. 754 is the very, very crucial number above 729, and 754 is also happening as a fortune signals resistance. Fortune signals resistance. The extreme bullishness will come once it takes out this high, which is 790 or 804 or whatever it is. But based on fortune signals, it is at the resistance, number one. Number two, if you go here, these are all the trend change rates, high and low. And if you go here, the last yearly date is happened on 17th February 2022. If you go to my PPT or if you go to my video of 17th or 22nd February, I would have told you this. This was the yearly date for UPL. And from there, it came down badly. Again, it went up. And once it crosses this high, the trend change rate high, it did very well. But again, it started coming down once it break down. Now, what is happening is it is exactly closed above the trend change date, yearly date high, which happened in the month of February. The February date high, the yearly date high was 742.70. 742.70. It closed above yesterday. So first confirmation. It is crossed the last yearly date high, the last yearly date high which happened in February, and it closed above. First signal. Second, it is nearing the trend line resistance. Break above the trend line resistance, definitely this guy is going to bump up, and only one thing is what itching me is this number and this number. So 754 to 755.6 will be the major resistance for this guy. And tomorrow, first 15 minutes, high and low will do the magic, because this is an yearly date. And once the candle closes above, simply mark the high and low of tomorrow's candle and take the trade. But I will definitely trade this counter, because first it is nearing the resistance, and second it is already above our one magic number, which is 685 for this month, and it is above 702. It is above 702, and it crossed that 702 exactly on 28th of October, where the expiry started also. Now it is at the resistance. Let's watch this. This is based on fortune signals time, and because tomorrow is the yearly date. Tomorrow is the yearly date. I already always mark tomorrow's. If it is an yearly date, I will mark in yellow. So tomorrow is 9. So tomorrow is 9. So this one, let's go to the graph. So this is a simple trend line, postmortem. So we don't need the postmortem. We'll remove the postmortem. So now coming to people what normally use this simple moving average. Yesterday it closed above 200-day SMA. Yesterday it closed above 200-day SMA. So based on SMA, it is bullish. But we need the cross here. Let's say whether it is going to cross. We will wait and see. Okay, so based on simple moving average, it is bullish. But I don't use moving average. So now let's delete that also. So let's delete that also. Now let's talk about Ichimoku. So last 2 days, it is closed above. It is closed above Ichimoku cloud, number one. But here it says this cloud is bearish only. Based on Ichimoku, it is bearish. And after maybe 2 days, this is going for consolidation. But we need to see. What I need to see now is, number one, it is above the cloud. Number two, it is above the conversion line. It is above the baseline. And this lagging span is inside the cloud. So now, tomorrow, in case if it closes somewhere here, most probably, then lagging span will be out of the cloud. Once it is out of the cloud, then possibility that it will claim higher. It will claim higher. So unless till it holds 729, my first target is 754, and 784 and 841. Stop loss 729. Stop loss 729. So on Ichimoku, tomorrow we need this lagging span as to close above the close. Condition number one, based on Ichimoku. Now let's go to weekly. It is inside the cloud in Ichimoku on weekly. But still, one thing good is it has taken the support exactly at the baseline, conversion line and the baseline, and now it is at the resistance. And this Ichimoku on weekly, it will face a lot of resistance here. It will face a lot of resistance here because the three candles are there, and baseline is also on the top, so it will face a little bit of resistance. So now till it doesn't cross roughly around 770 level, it will face a resistance, and it is inside the cloud. It may do a little bit of dilly-dally before taking this one or this one. So we'll keep 729 is our stop loss, or tomorrow's high and low will be the stop loss for taking buy here or taking sell here. So tomorrow's candle is very, very important. So based on weekly, it is inside the cloud and it is at the resistance level. Once it breaks 770 level, 775 level, it will definitely break out. Okay. So now this is Ichimoku, and let's go and see monthly also. So if you go to monthly, nothing to worry about it, but it says pure consolidation. On the monthly side, it is pure consolidation. Okay. So now leave this. Leave Ichimoku. So now we have seen Ichimoku. So now we are going to see pitchfork. So based on the pitchfork, if you go and take pitchfork, I am just drawing the normal pitchfork. I am not going by the rules and drawing the pitchfork. There are many rules to draw the pitchfork, but I am just doing the normal one for you. So if you take the pitchfork, first and foremost, I will remove my 754 number. It closed, just a minute. It closed above the median line. It closed above the median line. So once it closed above the median line, possibility that it will go and touch this green color line, which is somewhere around 790 level. Break above this, this will be the target, and the target is roughly around, let's say, 840 level. Okay, around that level. So now this is the plain pitchfork. This is the plain pitchfork. Now we can do another thing. So based on this is the script. So if you go to original, it is already in breakout mode. It is already in breakout mode, and see how beautifully when I connected this top, this bottom, and this top, exactly took the support from the median line. That is the power of the pitchfork. That is the power of the pitchfork. No trend line can come and do all this. Never. So that is the power of pitchfork. It took exact support from the pitchfork median line, and from there it gave a breakout. So now let's talk about this in little bit detail. So now I am changing this to original script from the original. Then I am taking one more pitchfork into consideration. I am taking this low, this high, and this low. This also says that this pitchfork line also taken out. This pitchfork line is also taken out. It is trading higher. So unless and until it is not going to give below this pitchfork line, nothing to worry about in UPL, and it comes roughly around 725 level or to 720 level. 720 level. So this is based on pitchfork. And even if you take the pitchfork, this one into the original, it says the resistance is somewhere around this level, which is 770 level to 780 level. Okay. And if I do the extension in pitchfork, so that is also saying nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. So based on the number, till it holds 654, which is my long-term number, where it took the exact support, nothing to worry. Number one. Tomorrow is the yearly date. And the last year yearly date, the last February yearly date high was 642.75. So till it holds 642.75, nothing to worry. And let's see how it's going to break out tomorrow. So, and based on 15 minutes time frame in fortune signals, it is already in bullishness, and so nothing to worry in 15 minutes time frame also, because the buy came at roughly around 670 level, and till now there is no sell up to 748 in fortune signals. So tomorrow the simple game plan is mark the high and low for tomorrow for the first 15 minutes and take the trade when it breaks the high or breaks the low, or wait for tomorrow's full candle to close, buy above tomorrow's high with the stop loss of tomorrow's low, or sell below tomorrow's low with the stop loss of tomorrow's high. 754 to 756 will be the resistance for tomorrow. That's all, nothing more to add in UPL. So we covered SMA, pitchfork, numbers, and the time cycle. Okay, now let's talk about the time cycle. So the simple time cycle is when I connect this top and this bottom, and today this is what I explained to my people. Very simple but magical thing. So when I connect this top and this bottom, because I've done only one homework here, so it says clear here. Just a minute. Again the clear top here. From there it fell badly. Again the clear bottom here. From there it went miracle. Then again it gave the solid top was found here, and from there phenomenal downside, and this was the date, and little bit of stop loss triggered here, but now till it holds this high and low, nothing to worry, and tomorrow is the date. So that's all for now, nothing more to add in UPL. Let's see how the time cycle is going to work for tomorrow, which is 9th. This is combining with the yearly cycle also. So cyclic date and the yearly date plus the last yearly date which happened in February, the high also is intact. So something miracle may happen in UPL. Let's watch the fingers crossed for tomorrow in UPL. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Again, saying I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor. So kindly do your homework or consult your financial advisor before taking any financial decision. So we covered UPL in simple SMA, Ichimoku, pitchfork, time, numbers, and fortune signals. Thanks a lot. See you soon tomorrow. Bye.